You be busy, you don't like sleep.
So how do you feel about the mixer? How do you feel like walking in?
It was good. Like, I was just kind of like overwhelmed a little bit at first, but really I was looking to like create a connection with someone. I want.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Phil and Shiloh. Listen, I'm feeling Shiloh. You understand? I'm feeling Shiloh because she's giving us great feminine energy. She's been sensual, she's been open, she's been vulnerable, and she's just creating great connections with those who are obviously connecting with her. And I want to point out some really important things, body language that we're going to see from Phil and Shiloh that really show that they're being open and connecting as they conversate. Something that we can learn going forward into relationships as well. How can you be open? How can you be vulnerable? And how can you show that in your body language before you even speak? All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the what? Uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated. Why? Because the streets out there, they're hot, okay? And they're dangerous, baby. All right, cool. Before we go anywhere, you know, I've got to get my little intro going.
Little Black Book. You know what time it is. 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 Time it is.
All right, cool. So I want to just get straight into this. Phil and Shiloh, I want to just point this out real quick. Let's have a look.
On a life partner. This is the start to that, you know, I think.
Boom. I don't know if you noticed straight away, he's going to say a very funny comment, but I want you to notice straight away how they're sitting. This is very important if you're trying to create open, vulnerable, interesting dialogue with somebody, and how you want to know that if they're interested in you. Really, it's about proximity, how close they are to you, and also as well, kind of eye contact they give you, and also as well, the way that you guys, your bodies are facing, okay? Now, if you watch, obviously, Phil and Shiloh, they both got their arm on the edge of the chair so that they can have their body open, which is really important, right? So when you go into it, he's gonna do something which is really interesting. He's gonna reshuffle his body to get closer, and it's only a little bit of an inch, but that little bit of an inch that he gets closer again shows I'm interested. Because when you're interested, you get closer. When you're disgusted, you pull away, right? So those are just very basic things. All right.
If this is the start to that, all right, cool.
Oh. Phil and I have this like really easy energy about us.
So he just made a little bit of a joke there, saying, obviously, you know what, you mean the connection between us two. Now, you notice I said this, remember I said about Kerry? I said when Kerry wasn't being felt by Dante, when she said, what, you feeling me? You know, right? So something I didn't point out. He makes a joke about our connection, right? Right, let me go back so you can get a little understanding of what I'm going to say next, yeah? Let me not say it blindly.
Oh.
Sorry, let me go slightly back. Yeah.
If this is the start to that, all right, cool.
Oh.
Now he makes about a joke about, oh, this is the start of what? The connection you're talking about, right? Doesn't necessarily say him, but he says about start of this connection, right? So he actually takes him, it's still about him, but he takes himself out of it. It's not, oh, you're trying to connect with me. Because that makes it seem a bit self-centered. So he makes it about, oh, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing, right? We're trying to connect. This is what we're trying to do. It makes it about we. But with Kerry, unfortunately, she made it about what? Are you feeling me? And unfortunately, like I said, there is a level that you can do, are you feeling me? But when you do it, it can come off as about, either can come off lacking self-esteem because you're having to make everything about you, or you can also go the opposite way, which is that you can seem a bit arrogant by doing that. It's a very touchy playground to go into when you're saying, are you feeling me? Now, men often do this. Oh, you say, what, you feeling me, yeah? Right? When they know they have a buy-in. And the buy-in means you can already tell by the body language or by what she has said that she's feeling you. Thus, when you make a comment about, oh, you're feeling me, it doesn't go down badly. It goes down well, right? And it might not come off as arrogance. But in this case, what Phil has done is said this connection, made it about us, okay? Which is really important. Us.
Phil and I have this like really easy energy about us. I enjoyed the closeness. I enjoyed the intimacy. He was definitely reciprocating that sensual energy. That was
And obviously, Shiloh's picked it up as well. She realizes he's putting out a good sensual energy, and she's conscious to keep using the word sensual, not sexual, because she's all about the senses. She's all about making sure that, you know, the connection between the two people is about being, and when we talk about sensual, we're talking about the senses, right? oftentimes talking about the senses. It's a touch, taste, smell, taste. No, touch, smell, taste, whatever. You know what? You know what? You know what I'm talking about. The five senses, bro. Okay, don't let me explain myself any further. You know what I'm talking about, the five senses. And being able to connect on a deeper level also. So sometimes when we say sensual, what we really mean is being able to connect on a deeper mental plane. Okay, and to a point where you know, it's being able to be passionate without having sex being involved, right? So I'm looking at a definition. Sensual means relating to or involving gratification of the senses, physical, especially sexual pleasure. But in this case, what she really is describing is more to do with the senses rather than sexual pleasure. But it could mean that as well. But that's what she's offering. Okay, cool. Let's go a little bit further on.
It was good.
What is a romantic gesture that would give you butterflies or something like that? Like,
Could be as simple as like, telling me I'm beautiful, you know.
beautiful.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
I don't know, it was a little bit corny, that little line there. But, I mean, it's worked. He's got a buy-in, so it's worked, right? That's another thing as well. I thought it was a little bit that. And when he said it, oh, you're beautiful, and I was like, it's a little bit corny, a little bit. But he's got a buy-in. And when you've got, and this is what the difference between Kerry and him. If Kerry hasn't got a buy-in to Dante, making certain jokes are not going to bang. Now, he says, obviously, oh, look, when she said about saying beautiful, he says it after, and it goes down okay. It goes down well. She doesn't complain about it. She doesn't make a scene about it. She doesn't reject it. Why? Because he's got a buy-in. There's some level of attraction there, right?
All right.
I'm so glad.
See how she starts laughing? She starts laughing because he's got a buy-in. She's attracted. She's interested. And, you know, the conversation is going the way that she wants it to go. So you can make that joke. You got to read the room. Basically, what I'm saying to you is read the room, guys. Read the room, okay? Read the room. All right, I want to show you my next clip. Okay, I love this clip. This is where me and Shiloh were talking the same language, okay? But we'll go to here in a second.
That, you know, I'm not gonna be there tonguing you down like in the middle of the
PDA.
Let me show you.
Oh.
Okay, now here's the thing. What I love about Shiloh is her confidence. Okay, she's like, I love discreet PDA. So do I. Okay, that's where the fun is had. Listen, guys, if you don't know about discreet PDA, listen, discreet PDA. Discreet PDA is exactly what happens when you're in an affair. You know, when you're having an affair in the office. Now, I've never had one, but I've seen it happen. When you're having an affair in the office, when you're having relationships or relations of a sexual nature with your colleague that nobody else is meant to know, you have discreet PDA. And a discreet PDA makes you feel excited. It makes things tantalizing. If you can bring it into your relationship, my gosh, if you can bring it into a relationship, you're winning, because you're going to keep that energy and that flow of that sexual tension, that sometimes bringing that sensuality, bringing that drive of I want you, and attraction, and keeping it non-stale. Now, she's going to give an example, which is what I love.
You about to show me.
So like we're at an store, like a discreet PDA would be like, you know, rush by, like, you know.
Oh.
Now, everything that's happening, Phil is responding to. Right? He's like, oh, snap, maybe you do that again, right? And he's flown with it. Again, this works because, like I said, the attraction is there. If the attraction isn't there, this won't work. It won't work. But what she just showed there was a good, confident example. But again, you know, it shows she's comfortable. And again, her showing what discreet PDA is also shows that that she may like him as well, because she's willing to show that to him physically.
Better not. He better not. Shiloh was definitely cool. There's definitely an attraction there.
I want to spoil the mess out of my man, and I want.
So I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, I think you can kind of see. Look at this body language here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look how their bodies are mirroring. That's another thing you need to learn. When you want to be able to have open dialogue with somebody, mirroring their body language is important. Eye contact, mirroring the body language, having open body language as well, you know, and having positive conversation should normally breed a good ground to begin to flow in your connection. But like I said, obviously attraction is important. Appreciate it, guys. Stay locked.